I feel like I'm sitting around a campfire with you all. It's dark. It's coming to the end of Father's Day, and I wanted to take a moment to tell a story. For all of you who have fathers, maybe they're still alive, maybe they're not. This process can happen either way. For me, I longed to repair and heal the relationship I had with my father. He's no longer with us. He died in 2016. And I had the blessing to hold him as he had his last stroke, which then a few days later led to him dying. I feel so grateful on this day for that man doing his work. My dad and I did not have a really good relationship. There was a lot of distance and misses and hurt. And 2 years prior to him dying, a year and a half, 2 years, I felt inspired to write him a letter. I couldn't talk with him. We couldn't go deep. And so I wrote him a letter. The reason I'm sharing this story is I hope it invokes something in your heart if you still don't have that relationship you long for with your father. Maybe he's still alive. Maybe there's just a chance for a little bit of change to liberate yourself, to free you both. So you can just accept each other for where you're at and what is there. So I write this letter. In it, I acknowledge my imagining is your background, your story, what's happened to you was big. Who am I to judge? I don't even know what the story is. You've never shared it. But I see your pain, and I'm so sorry. And then I shared all of the things I was grateful for, all the things that I learned from him. His playfulness, his love for food and entertaining people. He would give me animal rides up the stairs and then go bouncy, 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 bounce. And I loved it. I still remember that feeling in my body. It felt really good for me to just nurture what was good so that I could free myself of what I held on to of what wasn't so great. What was really beautiful for me was when my dad had that stroke, I was the one blessed with the opportunity to hold him in that and care for him until the paramedics showed up. And I saw the man beneath all those layers of hurt and wounding. A kind man, a loving man, a sweet man, a funny man, a gracious, appreciative man. And the reason I share this is I really feel that was a byproduct of two things. Me wanting to repair, two, most importantly, him doing the work. My mom had placed an Al-Anon pamphlet on the table, which inspired him to go to AA meetings. He didn't even realize he was an alcoholic. And for those two years, he did the steps, he did the work. He stopped drinking, mostly. And he was able to show up different. The night before he died, he walked into the living room and he looked into my eyes and he said, "I'm not good with all that emotional stuff, but I want you to know that I love you." 31 years. I waited to hear that. That's the power of men doing the work. That's the power of people courageous enough to reach out and want to repair. So if this inspires you, I really encourage you to pick up a pen and a piece of paper and write that letter from your heart. Share those words that you've been needing to say. Pick up the phone and say those simple words that we take for granted sometimes. I love you. Yeah. I love you guys.